So eventually, this wall can be versus the left half of the year to the left, and from the beginning, and this could be from the second half of the year to the end, two windows in each. So that will be like a January Timu order, an Aaron Water Show 2022. It will be gay management. It will be a certain way, and then the middle, these windows will be versus the middle of the year versus the drop coin. So these actually have three, just like the other ones will be a coin top morning, and it will be like a middle vice, a November type of pinch. So this is in the right of this room, but this is in the middle, and this it would be alike if this window wasn't complicated. Third floor 911 versus whatever Sears Tower versus whatever painting on the wall to the opposite north wall of the mirror, and here in the window that's on a different side of the wall that could be like a penny, and a quarter would be like a magistrate, a circle top window on top of to a certain direction. Before, you can only afford those houses in government, but there would be different type of things. And then this window is opposite from the side where the other window is on, in a square room, and the doorway is on the thing, but a little to the right, and there's space in between. And then you would have a one window with a value of an address, a value of a hospital, a value of a different place. When I go into the different corners where I might place a computer, might place an old book, might place a bin, might place a heater, might place a washing machine. And if I go to the middle, there's also a video that I did where a lot of stuff. So let's just see the big words on here. And then if we go to the master writing of the time, we can see like if there's anything prescription on here that can be read in a certain way. So in order to get to the other side, I have to pass the middle, or I could like go down, I could go up, start there, and go to the thing. As long as it's a cut and edit in 1 minute, when I float in my mind on how to edit videos and how to be real smart, because I've been doing my videos for a long time. You see, I've been working on my videos for my YouTube page for a long time, so you go see how it goes when I do on YouTube, but it's a little rusty. But like I do be killing it, like when I do my eyes to it, it'd be really good. So it's like eventually, like when I do science, right? Because sometimes when I used to be young, I couldn't record myself, so the pictures would come out bad. But like at the same time, if we were in a science team, we could make a science YouTube page when I was in Brenneman. But you don't want to link to friendship from people who are not in your class, not in your tribe, because tribes will mean like someone who's the same age as you, someone who thinks like you, someone who's in the same boundary in a certain year as someone else. So people will say, oh, it's a certain way, but people do have to have a label on people, because they'll say, oh, I try to use people in secret to be part of a tribe that wasn't part of the identity that the children took on at a certain age after they were born, after other children were already a certain age and lived in a different place when those children were born, before they were a certain age when their first sisters were born, before the third sisters were born, after the first ones were born, before the last ones. So eventually, I never seen, so the actually last ones have three of them, and I never seen like that many children before in my life. But it would be like probably the number of these bags, like first two, that would be the 4-3-3, 4-3-5. Oldest, youngest switch through the lays. And the popcorn is the unwanted one. 1, 2, 3. That's the third set that's gonna be there in 2023, but not there now. Just like 2022. And then the top two is the we don't know, the Doritos, some of people's favorite. Definitely is Doritos, but you know there's other people who get a bin in it too, you see. But people will be the oldest, probably 3 years, probably 2 years, in a certain way. So people will have to find a way before they can say, oh, I want to be a certain way. They would have to find a way to tell someone, hey, okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe people could have had a growth in their life, you see, before people try to identity theft other children, and they all say, you try to tell people to say let it go, but instead you were told to let go yourself because you were funky. So stop trying to get people to offend you in secret, and you go your funky ass and you accept yourself and you take your funky ass and you let go. Okay, so that's what it is. So people will try to say, oh, I'm not funky. It's okay. Nobody cares. So then you have the lineup of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have 8. That will be a first of Staples, and then you have this the two-sided of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that will be Staples. So eventually, that will be Walgreens. So eventually, you see how when you go to Walgreens, you can only buy one chip bag from Walgreens and outside of a pack, or else you have to spend more than $1. You see, so you have to spend more than $1, and then this price will be more. This will cost more than a chip bag, but you could find many chip bags in here for cheaper than the size of 2 chip bags. Less than this for $2. Less than this in one box for $30 for bags that are smaller than this one. So at what point did I see 2 cars